On June 22nd, 2026, one of the most watched streamers in the world got banned from Twitch while he was already live on a different platform. The reason was a 5-second highlight video from a soccer game on X. This is xQc's 6th ban on Twitch, and honestly, other 5 are pretty forgettable. A couple of weird accidents here and there, one genuinely bad decision, and a couple of DMCA strikes. But this one is different because it came from FIFA, a company so fucked up, it makes Nintendo look reasonable. If you want to know only FIFA copyright, then go to this timestamp. But if you want to know the whole story, all his 6 Twitch bans, then please join in, and let's get started. Felix Lengyel, or xQc, is a 30-year-old French-Canadian streamer from Quebec. He started as a professional Overwatch player, got himself kicked out of the Overwatch League in 2018, and within a year, he was already one of the most watched creators on Twitch. By the end of 2019, he was #1 on the platform. In 2020, his channel logged over 174 million hours watched, and 100 million more a year later. In 2023, he signed a deal with Kick, Twitch's main competitor, reportedly worth around $70 million guaranteed, potentially up to $100 million with incentives. He still streams on Twitch too. He has more than 12 million followers on Twitch as of right now. Before we get to FIFA, you need the context of how we got there. xQc has been banned from Twitch 5 times prior to the World Cup situation. Ban number 1, July 2019. He was watching a YouTube video on stream called Safe for Work Porn, a video where someone had drawn censoring doodles over explicit content as a joke. Twitch gave him a 3-day suspension. The part that actually annoyed people wasn't the ban itself. Another streamer named Elinity watched the same video around the same time and got nothing but a warning. So from day one, xQc's ban history has been running alongside questions about how consistently Twitch enforces its own rules. Ban 2, early 2020. He was playing a game called Stripped Connect 4, which is exactly what it sounds like, and accidentally uncensored it on stream. He got a 3-day ban. The game shot to the top of Steam's charts that week because the clip went viral, which is probably not what Twitch was going for. Ban 3, June 12, 2020. A viewer submitted a clip through one of those React bait formats and xQc fell for it. The clip was 2 gorillas mating. Yeah, he got a 24-hour ban. He was back the next day. Ban 4 is the only one on the list where xQc did something he later admitted was wrong. During a Twitch Rivals event in November 2020, a competitive Fall Guys tournament, he and his team stream sniped an opponent during a live match. Twitch hit him with a 7-day suspension. His prize money was taken away. He was banned from Twitch Rivals for 6 months. He apologized, said that the ban gave him time to think, and then he came back. Then in 2021, he picked up 2 more strikes in the span of a few weeks. In late July, he got a 5-hour ban for restreaming the Tokyo Olympics, a DMCA issue, and then in mid-August he was banned again for about 4 hours for a reason that was never publicly explained. He did not address it. Twitch didn't either. Most people figured it was another DMCA thing, but nobody ever confirmed it. And finally, June 22nd, 2026. France is playing Iraq in the group stage of the World Cup. xQc is live on both Twitch and Kick simultaneously. At some point during the stream, he opens the clip of Kylian Mbappé from Twitter and plays it on screen. The clip is about 5 seconds long. The match it came from is still being played. A few minutes later, his Twitch channel goes offline. And then xQc finds out that he was banned from his chat while he is still live on Kick. He checks his phone, sees that the channel is down, and starts piecing it together out loud. He shows the Twitch email to his viewers. According to the email, Twitch received a copyright infringement notification for FIFA World Cup footage on his channel. Result? 48-hour suspension and 2 copyright strikes on his account. The claimant listed was someone named Jonathan Schmitz. filing over what the notice described as FIFA World Cup 2026 copyright-protected match footage. Under Twitch's DMCA policy, 3 copyright strikes means that your account gets terminated. He now has 2. If you don't take this 48-hour inconvenience into consideration, then he's now sitting 1 strike away from losing his Twitch channel entirely.
I'm not gonna lie, chat. I think it's the 5-second clip that was on Twitter of Mbappe. It's not the big one.
Legally, Twitch's position here is airtight. FIFA sells broadcast rights per territory. The broadcasters who paid for those rights pay enormous amounts of money for them. When a streamer with millions of viewers shows live match footage, even 5 seconds of it, as it turns out, that's technically undercutting the value of licenses that broadcasters paid to control. The DMCA requires Twitch to act when a rights holder files a notification, and some of the reaction online reflected that. On Livestream Fail subreddit, where the story went up almost immediately, one of the top comments was blunt, which said, "You are better off pissing off a drug cartel than FIFA," and another provided the context, "Banned for watching a FIFA clip of Mbappe on Twitter." But the other half of the conversation wasn't really about xQc at all. It was about what kind of organization has automated systems aggressive enough to catch a 5-second Twitter clip on a live stream and turn it into a copyright notice within minutes of it appearing on screen. FIFA has a reputation, even among people who love football, maybe especially among people who love football. FIFA has spent decades building one of the worst track records in sports governance. So when something like this happens, people already have a lot of material to work with. In 2015, the US Department of Justice indicted 9 FIFA officials and 5 sports marketing executives on charges of racketeering, wire fraud, and money laundering. Prosecutors alleged that more than $150 million had changed hands in bribes and kickbacks tied to media rights and deals and World Cup hosting contracts going back decades. The Attorney General at the time described the corruption as rampant, systematic, and deep-rooted. Sepp Blatter stepped down as FIFA president shortly after. His successor, Gianni Infantino, came in promising institutional reform. Critics have since argued that what actually happened was a consolidation of power rather than a distribution of it, with independent oversight mechanisms gradually being weakened. The 2022 World Cup in Qatar generated its own years-long wave of controversy. Allegations around how Qatar won the hosting bid, human rights conditions for migrant workers, and the fundamental weirdness of running a summer football tournament in a country where the outdoor temperature in summer regularly exceeds 40 degrees Celsius. And for the 2026 tournament, the one this story is actually about, FIFA was already under legal pressure before a single match was played. The Attorneys General of New York and New Jersey issued subpoenas to FIFA over allegations of misleading ticket pricing and inaccurate seat allocations. FIFA had advertised group stage tickets starting from as low as $60. Consumer rights groups alleged that almost nobody was actually able to buy seats at that price. Euroconsumers, a European consumer advocacy organization, filed a formal complaint with the European Commission, describing the pricing as extortionate and calling it a monumental betrayal of fans. FIFA also charges a 15% fee to both buyers and sellers through its own resale marketplace. So that's the organization that just filed a copyright notice over a 5-second clip, an organization under active legal investigation in the United States. So you can see why people found it a bit much. To be fair, and this is worth saying, the broadcast rights issue is entirely legitimate. Broadcasters pay enormous amounts for the right to air World Cup matches. FIFA has every legal basis to protect that content. The automated systems that catch this kind of thing exists because they have to, not because someone at FIFA sat down and decided to go after a specific streamer. What most people were reacting to wasn't the legal logic, it was the gap between what FIFA is willing to aggressively enforce and what it has historically been willing to hold itself accountable for. xQc, for his part, handled it pretty calmly. He framed the 48-hour suspension suspension as a technical process, Twitch pulling the stream to stop further infractions accumulating in the same broadcast. He said he would be more careful with the live sports footage going forward and moved on. Look at all these 6 bans. Ban 1, 2, 3, accidents. A YouTube video, a suggestive game, and a meme trap. Okay, so ban 4. The one where he stream sniped and he was genuinely in the wrong. Ban number 5, the mystery one, the ban that nobody ever explained. And ban 6, a 5-second clip of a soccer highlight filed by an organization that was simultaneously being investigated by US Attorneys General for its ticket sales. The interesting thing about this one is that most of xQc's previous bans were stories about xQc, his behavior, his accidents, and his decisions. But this is not about him, but about FIFA as an organization, its enforcement, its corruption history, its ticket prices. xQc barely registered as the main character of his own ban, which is pretty funny. One of the most watched people on the internet gets suspended, and the organization that filed the notice ends up generating more conversation than he does. And that, my friends, doesn't happen often. But when the organization in question is FIFA, it's probably not that surprising. Yes. Peace out.